Welcome back to Unpacking My Thoughts. My name is Bridget and I am your host. You are able to view this on YouTube. You can go to my channel, Try a Smile, Tryasmile, and or you can type in Unpacking My Thoughts. You can also listen to this on any platform that you choose because it's a podcast. So you can go to Google Music, Apple Music. I'm sorry. No. You know what? Google Play is no longer existing. You have to go through YouTube Music now. So you listen to this through Apple Music, Apple Podcast. Y'all, I'm all over the place messing up. Let me start back. Okay. So this podcast can be heard through Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any other platform that you like to listen to podcast on. Just pick you one, look for me. I'll greatly appreciate it. That intro was all over the place, but thank you so much for sticking with me and joining me today unpacking my thoughts. What are we unpacking today? You know what? How are you doing? How is your week going? This is April. Y'all, this is April, which is, they said Q2 with the second quarter. We've been done the first quarter, and we're in the second quarter. How are you feeling? Are you getting the vaccine? Are you starting to travel and move about more? Because I know things are opening up. You know, how is that going for you? Leave me a comment. I would love to know. I'm excited that there have been good results so far with the vaccine. I still haven't decided if I want to get the vaccine yet. But you know what? That's what we're going to be talking today about on Unpacking My Thoughts. Do you want the vaccine? Do you not want the vaccine? What are your reasons for wanting to get it? What are your reasons if you don't want to get it? This is what I really want to express. If you do, or if you don't, it's okay. Take a deep breath and let it all out. It is okay. Because what's so amazing about anything that you do, it's a decision that you get to make. You get to decide what's best for your health, what's best for your family. Now, what I don't want you to do is go out here bothering other people and telling them what they should or should not do. If you don't want the vaccine, that's fine. If you do, that's okay, but we're not going to be nasty to each other. We're not going to take this time to pull out this checklist of why A through Z you should get it or why A through Z you shouldn't get it. We waste so much time debating, going back and forth, struggling, trying to tell somebody else what they should be doing. As we can very well see, there are people who wanted to wear their mask. There are people who didn't want to wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, that's fine. But we didn't need to name call. We didn't need to make people feel belittled. We didn't need to make them feel less because they chose that that's the measure of safety that they wanted to take. For those who wanted to wear the mask, I wore my mask. I did not take any time telling people, well, you not wearing a mask and da 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 da. Using that negative energy to attack someone else is not what I wanted to do. I did what was best for me. I was minding my business. I kept my mask on. I washed my hands. I kept my distance. I did what was best for me to make it through this pandemic. People who decided they didn't want to wear a mask, they did what was best for them to make it through this pandemic. I think if we could just learn how to respect one another. Let me explain. I don't have to like your decision to respect it. I don't have to necessarily want to jump on the bandwagon to respect. We have, in our society, for some reason, lost a sense of respect for what another person wants to do, for how another person makes their decisions. I saw so many different cases where people were just downright nasty. And when I mean nasty, I mean the words that they were spewing. And I get it because a lot of stuff was built on fear and anger and just, sometimes you think you're helping somebody by telling them all these different mean things and making them, well, you shouldn't be doing it because the government and this is a conspiracy and everything the government says, you ain't got no business following it. Okay, there's a way that we can communicate, and there's a way that we can exchange thoughts and ideas where I don't have to make you feel small, you don't have to make me feel small, but we can discuss the topics. Everything should not be about right or wrong. I've got to be right and you're got to be wrong. I need more conversations where we have a mutual understanding. Okay, well, why don't you want to wear a mask? Okay, well, why do you want to wear a mask? I personally, at first did not wear a mask. I would go in the store, I would keep my distance, and I would not have on a mask. As things progressed and it kind of got more serious and we started learning about it, I then changed my mind and my view, put the mask on, and decided that was a better alternative. It's okay to start one way and change. It is okay. You can decide what is best for you in this moment. The other moment, something else may have worked out, but in this moment, this is what you want to do, and this is what you decided, and you can go with it, and you can live your truth. Live your truth. What is so relative right now is just being kind. I want to express that in the deepest way because we've lost so much. We have been through so much. Let's just learn how to be more kind to each other so that we can all get through this the best way we can. So we can all get through this, and there's nobody that wears a mask that doesn't wear a mask. Anybody who gets the vaccine, anybody who doesn't get the vaccine, there is no one who wants to remain in this pandemic. We all want to be free to go back to our regular scheduled program. We want to be free to go eat dinner with our friends, to go shopping, to do these different outings that we decide that, we want to do. The things that I sometimes took for granted when the outside was open and not being able to do it. Now I'm like, oh my gosh. I just want to sit in a restaurant, order appetizer, get a cold Sprite on my throat. I'm talking about cold. It's got to be cold. That first sip, when it hits, woo! It's that important to me. Order that nice entree. These are the things that I want for myself. Again, and us fighting each other, us bickering with each other is not the way to get there. I promise you it's not effective. And I've never been in an argument. I've never been in a heated discussion where I walked away feeling good. Arguing makes you feel icky. Arguing makes you feel just exhausted and drained because you're trying so hard to get your point across and to prove that you gonna listen to me today. You gonna hear what I got to say. That when you're all done with it, you're tired. That energy that you have spent is wore you out. So be good to yourself, be good to others. Make the best decision for your life, for your health, for your family, and continue to be safe, y'all. Continue to be safe and just think about taking good care of yourself. So often not I won't say so often, but I've heard quite often, that well, COVID's not that serious. Y'all, I don't like being sick. Period. I don't like having a cold. I don't like having a flu. I don't like my sinuses to start acting up. I don't like it. So the reason I chose to take COVID serious because I didn't want to get sick. I didn't want to take the risk of getting it and then passing it to my mother. I just didn't want to do that. So every decision that I made it with the intentions of, okay, what's going to be the best outcome for me and what's going to be the best outcome for my family. And that's what I want to encourage you again to do for yourself. Think about what's the safe way. If you choose that you want to do and live a life that's free, be mindful of your family. Don't choose to go, around your family if you want to be free. be free over there and let grandmama and granddaddy, Medea and Paw Paw, leave them over there. Don't take that over there to them. Okay? So let's just continue to be safe. I wanted to add that little piece there because in your freedom, I don't want you to mess with nobody else, okay? You stay free over here and don't bring it to no one else. But again, let's be kind. Let's be mindful. Let me know. Are you getting the vaccine? Anybody you know getting the vaccine? I've heard good reviews about it. I've heard the first dose goes well. I heard a few people from the second dose had a couple of some minor side effects. Nothing major. Nothing that a little Sprite and some probably just lay down. You know, I believe in that Sprite, y'all. Some folks believe in ginger ale. I believe in Sprite. Nothing that a little Sprite and some rest wouldn't take care of. That second dose was a little bit had their arms sore, and then after that they were tired, and after that they were good to go. So I see that Johnson & Johnson has rolled their vaccine out, and they're going to I'm trying to think. I don't think theirs is 2 doses. I think it's just 1 dose for the Johnson & Johnson. But eventually we will get back to our natural American spoiled lives, and we'll remember this time, and we will remember hopefully all the things that people did that were kind during this time. We're going to remember the people that was not so kind and showed out, but I want us to definitely remember the people who were kind to each other and the people who really tried to help and how we pull together as a community. So until next time, I will try to post another podcast. I thought I was going to close this, but apparently I'm not. I'll try to post a podcast once a week. That is my goal. To get one out once a week, because I have so much to unpack. I don't know why I don't do this more, but I think I just had to get more comfortable. The comfort level, I think, is what I needed. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast and have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.